You know that feeling when you wish you could just clone yourself to run your online store? I mean, to be there for every single customer, day or night, with the perfect answer? Well, that's not sci-fi anymore. We are diving into what's being called e-commerce 3.0, where AI isn't just some add-on. It's literally becoming the brain of your entire business. Just let that sink in for a second. The old school shopkeeper knew everything. The customers, the products, all of it. Now imagine taking that intuition and just supercharging it with data, making it available 24/7, letting it have thousands of conversations at once. That's the huge idea we're digging into. Seriously? What if your store wasn't just a place to display products? What if it could actually guide people to what they need, maybe even before they realize they need it? This isn't just about being open all the time. It's about being intelligent all the time. All right, so to really get why this is such a massive deal, we gotta take a quick look back at how we got here. It's been a pretty wild and fast ride from simple online catalogs to the smart stores we're seeing today. So it all kicked off with e-commerce 1.0, right? Basically a digital version of a paper catalog. It worked, but it was pretty static. Then came 2.0, and suddenly with social media and smartphones, shopping got way more interactive. But now, we're in 3.0. The intelligent AI store, where the store itself can actually think, learn, and talk back. And this is the part you really have to grab onto. This isn't just another update. We're not talking about adding a new feature. This is like a complete rewiring of how an online business even works. It's all about putting intelligence right into the heart of your store to make everything automated, personalized, and just plain better. Okay, so this new brain idea is cool, but how does it actually work? Like, what are the tools that are actually powering this whole revolution? Let's get into the nuts and bolts of what's making e-commerce 3.0 a real thing for businesses right now. So first up, you've got these incredible tools that are built right into the platforms themselves, like Shopify Magic. Think of this as your new creative assistant. You know how you can spend hours just agonizing over the perfect product description? Well, instead of struggling to write 5, you can now generate 50 in a few seconds. That frees you up to think about the big picture stuff. Next, you have tools that completely change how you talk with your customers, stuff like ChatGPT plugins. This is your expert problem solver. Forget those static, boring FAQ pages. Now, a customer can just ask a normal question like, hey, got any vegan leather bags that'll fit a 15-inch laptop? And the AI doesn't just say yes or no. It gets it. It understands what they mean and shows them exactly what they're looking for. And finally, we've got personalized bots. These are like having a proactive personal shopper for every single visitor. And they are way, way smarter than those old customers who bought this also bought things. These bots are actually watching a customer's journey in real time. They see you've clicked on a few different running shoes, and they can pop up and say, hey, looks like you're into trail running. For that kind of terrain, you should really check out this model. It's incredible. Now, I know putting this all together sounds pretty complex, but from a high level, it's actually pretty straightforward. First, you just integrate the tools. Then, you feed it your data, tell it about your products, your brand's voice. From there, you let it start automating conversations. And here's the best part. You use all the data it collects to get even smarter. So we've seen the what and the how, but what about the why? Why even bother setting all this up? Well, the answer is pretty simple, actually. It creates way smarter engagement with your customers, and that leads directly to more sales. I mean, this slide just says it all, doesn't it? The old way feels like shouting into a void. It's confusing, it's frustrating, and more often than not, it ends with an abandoned cart. The 3.0 experience, though, that feels like you're talking to a helpful expert who actually gets you. It makes you feel understood. And the proof of that better experience is right here in the numbers. Most typical online stores fight tooth and nail for tiny conversion rates, but AI-powered stores, they see a real, significant jump. And why not? They get rid of all the friction, they answer questions instantly, and they make every customer feel like the store was built just for them. And really, that's the whole point. You're not just selling stuff anymore. You're selling an experience. E-commerce 3.0 lets you build an experience that's personal, genuinely helpful, and just smart. That's how you build loyalty that lasts way beyond just one purchase. So let's bring it all home. The tech we've been talking about isn't some fantasy for 10 years from now. It's here, it's happening, and it is completely changing the rules of the game in online retail. So, to boil it all down, your AI is that tireless 24/7 shopkeeper. Its whole job is to automate the boring stuff and personalize the customer experience. The goal here is smarter, better engagement. And the bottom line result? Higher conversions and a much healthier business.
And that leaves us with one last big idea to chew on. As these amazing AI tools start to take over the day-to-day grind, the descriptions, the customer service, all of it, what does that mean for you, the entrepreneur? Well, it means your role gets an upgrade. You're not just the shopkeeper anymore. You get to be the architect, the strategist, the visionary. You get to focus on what comes next. Definitely something to think about.